Hi guys, welcome to another Sleight of Hand Sunday. So in today's video, let's take a look at a move that is sometimes called tilt or the depth illusion. Either way, it's a great move, and I want to give you some details, some fine details, and some finesses that you can add to this move. Plus a little something that I've added to it, a little sort of variation that you can add into your tilt routines. If there is a tilt routine, I don't know. Let's get into it. Alright, so I will first demonstrate the series of actions that you'll be learning today in this video. Alright, so somebody selects a card. Let's say they go over this one right here. We show it around. Ooh, that's a good card, the Ace of Spades. We put it back in the middle of the deck, right around here. You can see I'm not holding any funny bookmarks or nothing like that in the deck, but with a snap, that ace jumps to the top of the deck. That's pretty cool, but I'll do it one more time for you. Again, it goes in the middle of the deck, right around here. Again, no funny business. That ace, with a snap, jumps to the top of the deck. Alright, I'll do it one more time, but that's it. This is the last time, alright? So once again, the ace goes in the middle of the deck, right around there. Nothing fishy's going on here. With a snap, that ace, once again, jumps to the top of the deck. Alright, so before we get into this handling, let's first talk about the tilt itself, or the depth illusion, just in case you're watching this and you've never heard of it before and you've never seen it. What's happening here is that from the front, from the audience view, it's going to look like you take a card and insert it from the back into the middle of the deck, like this somewhere. However, it's an illusion because what's really happening here is that you're holding a break under the top card with your pinky here, and there's a gap between the top card and the deck here. So what you're actually doing is tilting the deck like this, kind of like this, and you're just inserting that card between the top card and the deck, and that's going to create a depth illusion. It's going to look just as though the card is going into the middle of the deck. So you can enhance this by doing this, taking a card and sort of lifting up like a Charlie A. cut style and doing it coming in from like this. Now, here's some thoughts and some tips on making this look as good as possible. So, first of all, whenever you get your break, you want to make sure your index finger is curled around the front here like this, just so you're not getting cards that can pop off the front. They can see a gap in the front of the deck. All right, so what you want to do is always remember to keep your index finger curled like this. That way, there is no chance of you flashing your break here. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to come in like this and then drop it. What you want to do is come in as really though you're going to put it right there. So this is where you want to keep the card stationary, and then this drops so that you can come in with the card rather than doing this and then drop. You're really aiming towards the gap, and then when you drop, you're putting that in there like this. So it's a whole series of movements. They take a card, they just touch one, you take it out like this, show it to everybody like this. As that's happening, you have misdirection to get your break like this, keeping your finger there like I said. Now come in like this, and I like to turn sort of like 45 degrees like this, and come in like this towards the, meaty part of my hand here like this, as if I'm going to really put it in the middle. I drop, put it in, and it looks just as though you put that card in the middle of the deck. Now, what also sells this is that when you're doing it and you put the card there in the middle like this, you're still holding sort of a gap there with your thumb like this. And you want to sort of like take the whole part of this thing and dribble them like this. So you're here like this, show them the card, do your move, and you're still holding like an Altman trap style break with your fleshy part of your hand here. So just grab the whole thing as you push it in and just dribble them. Now all there's left to do is your double lift to reveal that it is on top. And if you want to talk about this double lift, I can. It's just a standard simulated push-off double lift. What I like to do is relax my hand as much as possible like this, so I get a nice bevel in the deck. I mean, look how much that bevel is right there. I mean, sometimes I get it more than that. I mean, it's almost a spread of cards in my hand at this point. That's how much the bevel is. Okay, so what you want to do is get that nice bevel. I do that by snapping and just relaxing like this. So just like this. Looks like something magical happens. So at this point, I use the ball of my thumb here to squeeze down on the deck and lift up 2 cards with my finger. I can do that by feel. It's almost like doing this, lifting up 2 cards, but you're just doing it from the side with your index finger like this. And it's very easy to do. At this point, I don't like to do this type of thing where you do a double and you maybe out jog it and do this to keep your break, or you might do something like this, I don't know, to keep a break still. I don't know. What I like to do is just have a loose handling with the cards like this, like boom, it's on top, and it's just a free and natural, it's not a tight thing. It's very relaxed, and people will sense that you're not trying to hide anything. Okay, so now to turn the double back over, it's very simple. Just press down with your thumb here on the side of the card, and since they're naturally bowed, you can get it easily on those 2 cards. So once again, we're here. They have a card. Let's just do this selection the whole time. The King of Diamonds. We do our thing. That goes in there as we drop down. Boom. Do the dribble. Sort of do this siding square action. Do our snap. Do our double. Boom. It's on top. Now we offer to do it again. And this time you want to mimic the same actions you just did, which makes the whole thing very deceptive. Okay, so you turn your double back over, take the card, and really this time put it in the middle of the deck. And don't make a huge deal out of it, but you want to make it to where they can really see the card in the middle like this, and they see it go in. And then do your dribble again, everything just like before, and then do a turnover of the top card just like you would for the double lift. Now, the third part is different than the rest, and it's something that I came up with to really throw people off who know about the tilt, okay? So it's mainly for magicians, but laymen, obviously. But I wouldn't do this as a standalone control, only do this when they've already seen tilt, okay? So what's happening on the third time is you apparently put it back in the middle in the same way. However, that's not what happens at all. What really happens is you just put it right back on top of the deck like this, and then square everything up when it's still back here like this, and then do your dribble. It's going to look exactly the same as your tilt moves. Right? So you're here, you do your doubles, boom, put it back in the middle, and then show what's on top, and then boom, just put it right on top of the deck, as if you're going to put it in the middle of the deck. But it's just going right there on top of the deck, guys. It's so good, because they're used to seeing this action, so it's not going to look suspicious or weird. In their head, it's going to be the same exact movement that you've been doing all along. And yeah, this is a really fun thing to play around with and practice, and I think you'll really enjoy it.